everyone, in this video I'm going to show you the basic guideline for cinematic sound design, and the most common uses sound effects. Sound design has an extremely important to adding emotion to your film. A viewer can get a great idea about the mood from a particular scene. If you are a filmmaker or content creator, you need to know basics of the sound design, and most the common uses sound effects. You have seen this clip without sound design, now let's watch it with sound effects. And this is the power of sound effects. In this project, I'm using 3 categories of sound effects: Foley sounds, ambient sounds, and background music. Foley sound makes a scene more realistic. Every moment of your day, even the silent moments have sound. The most effective Foley sounds are so natural and real, that the audience does not notice them. For example, footstep sounds, door cracking sounds, paper flipping sounds. Ambient sound is basically just background noise. The buzz of traffic, the sound of rain, birds and bees rambling through nature, all of these noises add to the ambience. In filmmaking, ambient sound, also known as atmosphere, ambience or background. Now let's watch some example of the ambient sounds. The noise of traffic. Jungle environment sounds. Wind sounds. Waterfall sounds. So hope that you get it. What is ambient sound? Background music plays very important role in your film. Music invokes the emotions behind your film story. Also create different feelings in the spectator's mind of an audiovisual production. And this is the power of background music. Now let's talk about where you can find all of the restriction-free sounds, effects and music. I'm using Epidemic Sound for all of these sound effects and the background music. Epidemic Sound provides you restriction-free music and sound effects to use on all your platforms without ever having to worry about it being taken down or muted. Now let's see how can I search the music and sound effects in Epidemic Sound. You can check it out under the description link. Then go to the browse. Here you can find the music by different genres, different moods, and different themes. I found the background music inside the cinematic playlist. Then cinematic score. And here I got this one is called Our Last Stand. And here you'll find the music by different albums. Also you'll get 90,000 plus sound effects. As you can see, there's some categories for the sound effects, so you can search the sound effects by categories. Or just click on the search button, and search for the name of the sound effect you want. For the traffic ambience, I just search for the traffic. And under the sound effects, you can see 700 plus traffic sounds. I'm using this one for the traffic ambience. Also I added some vehicle horns. For the jungle ambient sounds, I'm using this one. And the last one for the waterfall. I think I'm using the waterfall splash one. Also, I'm using some leaves and wood footsteps for the Foley sounds. Now let's see the pricing of the Epidemic sound. Click the link in the description for a 30-day free trial. For the personal plan, if you are paying annually, it will take $9 per month. Now let's talk about the most common used sound effects. Whooshes are one of the most common sound effects for any project. Whooshes sound effects designed for movements, for example fighting videos, transitions, trailers and etc. When whoosh effects are synchronized to movement on the screen, it adds another sense of motion, or speed for the viewer to internalize and relate to. There are virtually unlimited types of whooshes, for example short whooshes, long whooshes, riser whooshes, and reverse whooshes. Impacts are just as common of a sound effect as whooshes. Impacts are quick and loud sounds that can be used to add tension, intensity, or realism. Impacts in movie trailers are probably the most noticeable application. Hollywood movies are famous for using the jump scare tactic to thrill and shock the audience. There are countless types of impact and hit sounds. Let's see some categories of impact sounds. First one is the cinematic impacts. Second one is the hard impacts. Third one is the long impacts. And the last one is the short impacts. So that's all for the cinematic sound design. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will see you in the next